My name is Joe, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to do messages from your higher self. So as you can see, we have three lovely piles, and for pile number one, we have this graduate, I don't know what it says, graduate, little diploma looking thing for pile number one. For pile number two, we have this beautiful angel, and for pile number three, we have the ghost. Alright, pause and meditate if you need to. Timestamps will be listed down below, and I will see you guys at your pile. Hello, pile number one. For those of you that were drawn to one or this graduate charm, this reading is for you. We're going to go ahead and find out what your higher self wants to tell you. Alright, so interesting. With the graduate charm, some of you, I mean, we are in May, the month of May, so some of you could be graduating soon if, you know, apply it to how it fits for you. So, you know, some of you could be graduating high school, some of you could be graduating college. Or if you're not in school and you're not graduating, I feel like literally graduating, like getting a diploma. I do feel like you're learning or understanding something, you know, deeper within yourself or within your situation. All right. So, or, you know, this could also be like you also learning a lesson, and your spiritual team, your higher self, is congratulating you for, you know, learning the lesson. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, I went ahead and pre-pulled the tarot, and then we have Oracle as usual to get into. So let's begin. We start off the reading with the Two of Swords. Then we follow that with the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Cups in reverse, followed by the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Seven of Wands upright. Alright, and back of the deck energy, we have the Two of Wands. Alright. So, oh, you can't even see the, oh, whatever, it is what it is. Alright. Tis is what it is. Alright. Actually, let me see something, 1 second. Let me pause you guys for a moment. There we go. See, I got it all in there. Why settle for less when you can get what you want, right? Alright. So, alright, we're going to start off with the Two of Wands as back of the deck energy, because that's what's kind of like what's going on with you as of right now. So, there is an understanding, like there's a decision that needs to be taken place. I mean, we obviously have two twos right here going on. But there is a deeper understanding of like wanting to explore more, and there's a decision that's going to have to be taken place, or needs to take place, obviously, right? But there's like you're starting to see things in a long-term perspective, or from a long-term perspective. You're starting to see more further out versus just like the here and now. Okay, and you're deciding on how you want to go about that. Now, this kind of does go along with the message of the graduation, you know. If you're, you know, you're finishing college and now you're, you know, deciding where you want to branch off, what companies you want to go apply to, you know, apply this to how it fits your specific situation. If you're graduating high school, you know, what college do you want to go to, and or university, and or, you know, whatever you decide to do within your life, right? So, yes. There is a transition that is happening and taking place for you with this Two of Swords. You may feel like you're in between worlds, because, you know, you see, like, she's got one hand, oh my goodness. That's funny. Um, oh, that song. I got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is what she say? Waving a taxi cab. Oh man, what's the title of that song? I can't think. Um, hold on, let me check it out. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me pause you for a second. Okay. All right. So the song is "Hand in My Pocket" by. I'm hoping I'm not gonna butcher her name, but Annalise and Anna. What? What shit am I making up? Alanis Morissette. I could be Morris. Yeah, whatever. Alanis. Just put in my hand in my pocket. You'll be good. You'll figure it out. um, sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm like totally butchering her name. All right, but yeah, it's kind of giving me that like that. Okay, you might resonate with that song, or you might get a message in there. You never know. It's a jam. Um, but she's talking about like from the beginning of the song. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Okay. So that's what I was. I know I said hand, and then I'm like staring like that's not a hand. That's a foot. I know. Okay. Right. Anyways, moving along. Right. So you're like like she's sitting down and like one part is ready to go, but another part's kind of like hesitant, because you're still making a decision. There's a decision that you're going to make or you're needing to make, and with the blindfold over her eyes, you need to rely on your intuition. There is a strong message with this Ace of Swords to go within yourself to figure out what it is you desire and not talk about it with other people until you've made your decision, so that way you're not easily persuaded into going into a different direction than your soul really wants to go in. Okay, so I'm kind of like hopping around here now. All right, so this is in regards to work, right? So some of you could be transitioning a job. Some of you, like I said, with the graduation, you're trying to figure out what companies you want to work for. So this could be for a lot of you. This is going to be work related. Yeah, or yeah. I mean, the Three of Pentacles does talk about projects, school projects, working environment, working together with other people. Yeah, so I would say that a lot of you in this group are deciding on a career path, where you want to go, where do you want to kind of settle yourself into. The Five of Cups reverse. I love this cup. I love this cup. I just got I was looking at the cup, and I just said my cup. Okay. But I like this card in reverse because it's telling me that you are you're getting over a time of loss, a time of confusion, a time of disappointment. Okay, you're moving on, but there's some more internal work that you should work on in regards to like the direction and clarity, gaining clarity, internal clarity on moving forward. Now, wherever you're trying to go at may have a lot of competition with this Seven of Wands here. There may be a lot of competition. It may be a competitive market. There is also a need to defend your, like let's say, okay, because this Ace of Swords is in reverse. And I mentioned that, to not allow others to persuade you. There's just like a need to like get grounded within yourself to figure out exactly what direction you want to go, so you don't allow others to kind of steer you off your course, right? Giving you their own opinions and what have yous, right? So there is a need to defend your thoughts, defend your opinions, defending your choice, staying persistent with your choice, okay? And like I said, it's going to be probably a competitive market for you, okay? So stay persistent is the message once you make this choice moving forward, after you've gained clarity, after you make this sword upright. Okay? Don't make any decisions until you know what you want to do. Alright? Give me 1 second. Okay, dokie. Alright. So, pile 1, I apologize. I'm in the middle of doing other things. So, there is some pauses that are taking place, but I promise you that I am connected with you in this reading. Alright? So, that may correlate to some of you. Like, there may be like a lot of things that are on your plate at this time, and it may be hard for you to focus on just like one direction. Unfortunately, I'm just, I'm not really doing a whole lot. I'm just doing some laundry. Yeah, just, gotta go get that done, right? So, anyways, I did shuffle off screen just out of curiosity. What steps can you take in order to upright this Ace of Swords? I mean, for the most part, the message was pretty clear. You need to go within. You'll gain clarity of what you need to do. But what you got for clarification is the King of Pentacles, and this is courage and commitment. So having the courage to, maybe some of you are afraid of meditation. Maybe you're afraid of what might come up. I don't know. I haven't, to each their own, apply the message as it fits. But there is a commitment to yourself. The King of Pentacles is one that sees things through. Okay, so there may be something that you need to see through. And I did get not clarification, but I guess you could say clarification on this Two of Swords, just to help try to get you some more information, or maybe to help give me some more information on what this decision is. And you have the Ten of Feathers, but what I'm really focused on is that transformation. It's this recovery and transformation. The Ten of Swords, this is going to come to an end. You're going to gain clarity, and you're going to know which way you want to go. But, it kind of confirms that transition that I was talking about earlier. There's a reason why you're pausing and not moving forward at this moment, because there is a decision that needs to take place. But you could be, because the transitioning, I feel like that kind of you're in the middle of a transformation, and then once that transformation takes place, you will know what decision you want to take moving forward. Back at the deck energy, I thought it was kind of funny. We have the Two of Pentacles. So we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles showing up. This does say a balance and adaptability. That could be tested at this time. You could be rebalancing your thoughts versus your passions, and figuring out how you can, maybe monetize or create that into your physical. There's also this need to be adaptable. Okay, with that being there. Alright, so we're going to move those to the side, and we're going to get some more information using some other decks. What decks do I want to use? Let's go with this deck. Alright, so we're going to get some information from the Soul Helper Oracle, messages from your higher self. I mean, this is a message from your higher self reading, so this is the perfect deck to use in regards to that. Alright, Spirit, connecting with those that chose pile number 1, the Graduate Charm. What messages does your higher self want them to know at this time? Well, alrighty then. There's a few things. Alright, so We have card number 11. Sorry if the glare is like glaring hard. Alright. Okay, wait, let me see. Trying to figure out what angle to hold this card on. Okay. Time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. Yeah, there's 2 birds. I wonder if you guys have been seeing like the number 222. I mean, we have 11. I mean, normally you don't break down master numbers like 11, 22, 33, 44, etc., etc. But I'm not, not shocked at all that we have like, number 2 can be definitely prominent for you. All right, we have the lotus. There, the lotus within you awakes. For some reason, I wanted to say awakens. All right, the lotus within you awakes. You are the master in light on high. You are a master in light on high. Okay, so you're about to emerge. If you think about like how the lotus, if I recall correctly, I think the lotus grows through mud. Okay, so you've been in the mud, you've been in the dark, and clarity is going to come, and you're going to emerge from that. Okay, so you're going to be awakening. All right. Ooh, and we got 11, 5, and 6. So there's progression there. All right. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. Wow, that's cool. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you gain clarity if you go out in nature with the King of Pentacles, getting grounded, spending time in nature. Oops, did I just like totally bump that? Sorry. Alright, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you would gain clarity when you go outside in nature. Interesting. Your deepest desires constrain you. That's, come on, it's pretty obvious. Let them go to clear your mind. Alright, so back of the deck energy, we have, oh, so cute. We have card number 32. I just thought the bunny was cute. Alright, tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. The first thing that came to my mind with this card was that 7 of Wands. You could be keeping people at arm's length and not allowing others to come help you or provide you some type of, I would say like, okay, so with the 3 of Pentacles, somebody wants to collaborate with you or work with you and you may be closed off to it with that 7 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like for some of you that's going to relate. For someone out there, that's going to definitely hit. Alright, let's get, which one do I, okay, we're going to do that one. Alright. Let's see. Let's find out. What messages want to come through from Pile 1's higher self? What does Pile 1's higher self wish to communicate with them? What messages does your higher self have? Messages does Pile 1's higher self have? Okay. We have Risk, card number 31, which is a 4. So there's obviously they want you to take a risk. They want you to take a leap of faith. Oh, wait. We have Wishing, which equals a 10, a 1. Alright, so we have Wishing. Alright, and what else is Pile 1? Alright. Interesting. kind of find it interesting that we have like 31 and 13, which is like a mirror effect. Like it gives me like a mirror effect. All right, so we have card number 13 with summon, and then we have card number 14 with denial. You may be denying yourself. Like you may have okay. Back of the deck energy, we have card number 35, the strength card. And we got like wood energy. Wood energy. I mean, it is an element. Oh, like we got trees here. So I would say spend time in nature. But there is something that you may be denying yourself. Like you may try to talk yourself out of something that you really want to do. Pile 1. Or there may be something that you feel like right now you don't have clarity on moving forward, or like it's not possible. There's just like a dynamic of way you're talking mentally to yourself, like that it's, you know, and Spirit wants you to take that leap of faith and to stay hopeful, about, first of all, you know, having more positive thoughts in regards to your soul's path, your growth, and the things that you want to pursue in life, okay? And to take the leap of faith for yourself, like, do it for you. There is something that you're wishing for, and they want you to take the risk because it's going to pay off. You can summon spirits, your ancestors, the angels, your spiritual team, whoever you resonate best with and believe, you know, have faith in. They're willing to help you along this path. They are willing to help you clear out the path, help clear, you know, help clear your mind, help give you the guidance that you need. You know, for some of you, it could be finding the information that that gives you that epiphany, or, you know, they're going to lead you in the direction that you need for your soul's growth, okay? So, I'm not saying to, like, rely on them, but you can ask them for help. They cannot help you unless you ask, okay? And then, again, like I said with the denial, you know, this may even been something that you've been denied at some point. You know, maybe you, but I'm really getting like you're like in denial of yourself. And the strength card is you overcoming, having the willpower, the courage. You know, we did have with that King of Pentacles, the courage and commitment, you know, staying committed to yourself. And I do feel like with this 10 of Swords, there just was a lot of like negative talk, negative chatter that you're clearing away, or you're figuring out how to clear it out. Now you could, for, you know, if you're a logical thinker, you may be given the information that you need, understanding the brain and the subconscious and how to rewire the subconscious. Like you might be learning those information or coming across that kind of information in order to allow this transformation or kickstart or help progress or move faster this progression, this transformation, right? Or that's what the transformation is going to take place. For others of you, you know, it could be in a creative sense, in an abstract sense. You know, for you know, the message is going to apply differently for each of you, but I feel like that the way you're thinking is going to change, and it's going to open up opportunities that you may have denied yourself of, or, you know, others have denied you of. All right, let's get some more messages on your higher self. What messages your higher self wants to let you know? What messages does one's higher self want to communicate with them about? Get curious. I think the way I said that, it just sounded like, why so sad? Get curious. Yeah, I was seeing like the Page of Swords. And I'm seeing the Page of Swords, like getting curious, learning, understanding. Alright. What else does Pile One's higher self want them to know? Well, that's a lot. Your higher self has a lot to say. Okay, I'm hearing this on Let's Get Physical. I know it goes, I want to get physical with you, but I'm just hearing the line, let's get physical. So I do feel like for some of you, getting exercise will help get you grounded and more, it's going to help benefit you, is what I want to say. We have connect to the heart. Ooh, right on top of that, wishing. Alright. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? Figuring out how you can manage, how you can create that into your physical. Collaborating with spirit, with that Three of Pentacles. Collaborating with spirit to make it happen. We have reflect. I mean, that definitely corresponds with that Ace of Swords in reverse. Needing to sit with yourself and reflect on what it is you keep denying yourself. And why do you deny yourself? Is it because of a narrative that someone else told you? Because they projected their own fears onto you? Alright, and then we have self-love right on top of that denial. What are you denying yourself, Pile 1? What are you not allowing yourself to have? And then we have, look at this. Back of the deck is the Creator. It looks like the Ace of Wands almost. Like, look at that. You have the ability to create what you desire and have that in your physical. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are master manifestors, but you don't know yet. I'm getting. What is that called? If any of you know, it's human design. I'm not a human design expert. I just like to dibble dabble into all different kinds of things. I've dabbled more into astrology and numerology, the most deepest, because those are the things that I'm most drawn to. But I did come across human design, and I do find that very fascinating, and it's very interesting. I wouldn't be able to tell you how to read the chart. It's a pretty interesting looking chart, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so, some of you might, you might find some better understanding about yourself if you dabbled into human design. Now, I think in human design, we fall into, like, 1 out of 5, like, I don't know what's the terminology of it, but, like, like in numerology, you have, like, your life path, but there's other significant numbers. So each of us is, like, a thing. I don't know what the terminology of the thing is, so, don't come for me. Like I said, I'm not a professional. But, like, you're either a manifestor generator, a reflector, a projector. There's one more, and I'm having a brain fart. Why am I having a brain fart? What's the last one? Manifestor, oh, wait. Is it generator? Yeah. Duh. Alright, so manifestor, generator, a generator, reflector, or a projector. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are master manifestors or even manifestor generators. Or manifestor generators. Okay. Sheesh Louise. Alright, so if that sounds interesting to you, like, what the fuck is that? Get curious. Get curious. Go pull up your chart. Go figure it out, Figure it out, baby, figure it out. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. I get messages through music so much. Because it's fun, But yeah, that is, an actual song. But you're going to laugh at me when I tell you where it's from. You're probably going to laugh. I mean, I would laugh. But like, really? But it's a jam. I think it's a jam. PBS Kids, Sesame Street. I think the group was called LMA. Wait. No, that's... I don't know what the group was called. But there's an episode where this group... I think I said this before. I don't read it before. Oh my god. Okay, so, in the episode... I'm having a brain for it. I don't know what the... Hold on, let me see if I could find this. Let me pause you guys for a second. Okay, so I put in the Google search "Figure It Out" song Elmo. I mean, that was like the fastest way to get it. But it's in Sesame Street, episode number 4317. Title is "Figure It Out, Baby." All right, so there's a group that comes to Sesame Street, but the singer made it to the tour, but his band, like his instruments and everything else, they all went to the next following town. And so they figure out how to, and they sing that song, "Figure It Out, baby, figure it out." And yeah, as you can see, I'm a mom of 3, so my kids were big into Sesame Street, and my kids tend to, whenever they struggle with learning, or not learning, but like figuring something out, like they just come to me for the answer. I start singing that song, encouraging them to, think for themselves. Oh my goodness. See, I'm telling you, y'all need to think for yourself. Like, you can see how it's so funny how messages come through. Okay, so, figuring it out for yourself and not relying on others to tell you. That's what, that's the whole point of the Ace of Swords in reverse, is trying to tell you to go within. So that way you're not, it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, okay, hear me out. I don't know if any of you have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because of the new live action. I mean, it's not that new. I think it came out in March. Whatever. I'm late to the party. Hello. Hi. Anyways, I'm a huge Avatar fan. Anyways, but my kids are into it, so now I'm rewatching it with them. But like, it's interesting listening to Aang get advice about being the Avatar. And they keep saying that only he can figure out what it means to be the Avatar, right? Because it's his own unique journey. And then when he goes to get advice from all these previous avatars, they are only speaking upon their own experience. Their answers are correct, but at the same time, they have, Kyoshi was like, you have to do what you have to do. And if that means killing, then you must do it. And then you got Roku, who's like, there is no friendship. There is no Team Avatar. It is just you. And it's like, yeah, because that was your experience, bro. Your friend literally betrayed you. Like, duh. Right? And then you got this other dude. I forgot what his name was, but from the Water Tribe, dude. He had to spend a lot of time in the spiritual world because he explains that there was, negative entities that were trying to come into the physical. So he was battling them in the spiritual world, trying to protect the physical world, and so he, tells him like, I can't help you because I never got to do that, so they couldn't give Aang an actual answer. Aang had to go within and figure it out himself through his own journey, right? And he does, right? So I feel like that message is really applying to you guys. You guys need to figure these things out on your own. Nobody is going to tell you. And if you seek it through other people, you're going to get lost. You're going to get confused because these people are they're only telling you their advice through their experiences. Hence the reason why I always tell you guys in my disclaimer to use discernment when watching pick-a cards, especially when they're general, because the message is going to apply differently for each of you. And, you're only going to get better at guiding yourself as more you go within, reflect, experiment, get curious, experiment, see how this works, see how it doesn't work, and moving forward with what you've learned from that. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Yeah, so what lessons are you learning? Your lessons that you are learning at this time currently, or this is teaching you. Um, Now, this could be something that you're experiencing, like a lesson that you're dealing with or learning or understanding at this time. Or it could also be like throughout your whole entire life. Like, take it as it resonates, okay? Leave the rest. All right, so I think it's kind of funny, but we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yeah, see, once you become aware, self-aware of the things that you do, or the way you're seeing things, or the way you're communicating yourself, and you can't fix something. Now, I don't want to say fix something. You can't heal an aspect of yourself if you are not aware of it. So you need to become aware before you can move forward. So you may be in denial about something, and that's due to a fear that's been projected on you from someone else, and it may have been from someone you trusted and someone you loved, like a family member or a teacher, an authoritative figure, a friend. I don't know. It could be from anybody. Somebody you trusted and you believed it. You believed it to be true, and so now you have this internal you have this confusion on moving forward because you're believing a belief system that was never yours to begin with. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense to you guys. All right. So the next thing we have is gratitude. I am thankful for this and the opportunities that it presents. I am thankful for. I said, I am thankful for this. I just always skip the. Whatever. Okay. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Let me repeat that again. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay. Gratitude will definitely help shift you out energetically into a more positive place if you're feeling down and out. And you could always find something to be grateful for. It could be super small. It could be so small. If you can't even think of anything to be grateful for, waking up today is one of those things to be grateful for. Being able to breathe, having your health, having something to eat, having some clothes on your back, even if they're dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find something to be grateful for. And once you start looking at things that you could be grateful for, you find more things, and your list becomes bigger and bigger. And you shift that perspective up from that negative to a positive. All right, we have peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So yeah, just like I was telling you, like once you, just maybe start a gratitude list. Do it every day. Write a couple things down and watch every day your list get longer and longer because you start to find more and more things to be grateful for. Alrighty. We have, last but not least, we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Guys, that song, Figure It Out's coming back. Okay, I'm not going to keep saying. All right. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It's like, if life was peachy key all the time, like you wouldn't change nothing. You would stay the same. That sounds so boring. Okay. Anyways, oh my goodness. Back of the deck, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. What? You're transforming at this time. I love this. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. All right, so let's get some advice for you. Ending the reading. Sorry, I sounded really funny there. All right, so let's finish up. What advice do we have for my pile number 1? Pile number what? advice does Pile One's higher self have for them? What advice does Pile One's higher self have for them? Hello. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Card number 34. Voyage. You already have all the answers. So you don't need to go outside yourself to get these answers because they're within. You already know what you want to do. So allow yourself to do that. Alright. Card number 29. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. I love that for you guys. 29 that also equals an 11. You know, that's fucking cool. Alright, so you're gonna be a life path 11 for some of you. But yeah, slow down and celebrate yourself. You got yourself this far. It wasn't because of anybody else. Don't give anybody else credit. You're the one that did the hard work. Shit. Alright, last but not least, card number 38. That also equals 11. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all are life path 11s for sure in this group. Alright, so we have villain. You can always rewrite the story. Yeah, like I said with the narrative, you can always rewrite the story, the narrative that you keep telling yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if you are your own biggest critic and you could be really, really hard on yourself, pile number 1. And I feel like you might end up being the villain in some people's story. You know, like you not going after the things, you know, like let's say a parent wants you to become, you know, in a traditional sense, in a traditional like narrative, you become a doctor and you don't want to be a doctor. You want to do something else. You want to do something creative. I don't know, whatever it is, you know. You want to do something that you're more passionate about and any medical purposes. I don't know, to each their own. Maybe you do want to be a doctor. And, you know, I don't know, whatever, you know. But, like, you might be, like, I don't know why they don't just listen to me. Well, because you're living for yourself. You're not living for other people. You're meant to live for yourself. Like, just totally smack that card. Alright, and then back of the deck energy. Card number 26. Feather. Think before you judge. Which also equals a number 8. It's kind of interesting because, like, feather in some of my decks, well, yeah, even in this deck, 10 of feathers. Feathers is the swords. But, yeah, okay, so think before you judge. You know, you might come to realization that certain people have placed their own or projected their own fears onto you. And you might jump to judging them, but, you know, like, for example, if it's a parent, you know, take a step back before judging them and getting upset with them and think that maybe they just want what's best for you, or they want to make sure that you're going to be okay financially, stable and secure. Gee, now I can't even say it right because I said it all funky. They just want the best for you, and they may have projected their own fears or their own logic and way of thinking and seeing the world because that's what works for them. And so, you know, they could be or could have projected their own fears onto you. Is where I'm getting with that. You know, it doesn't have to be a parent. It could be other people as well. Just, you know, show gratitude that they tried to give you the best advice that worked for them or the way they see fit, and, you know, apply that advice in a way that will work for you, and then leave the rest, just like the readings. Alright, Pile 1, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hello, Pile 2. If you're drawn to the number 2 or this lovely angel charm, this is a message from your higher self as of right now. Alright, so I pre-pulled tarot. Just try to... I know I said I'd try to help, like, smooth this, like, speed it up along, but, like, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so let's get started. All right, so the first card that came out is the Five of Pentacles upright, followed by the Fool, followed by the Eight of Wands, followed by the Temperance, and then the Ten of Pentacles. And then for back of the deck energy, we have the Page of Cups. I think her outfit is so cute. Alright, so anyways, let's move along. Alright, so I was curious about that Five of Pentacles, so I did clarify it, and it was clarified by the Four of Crystals, which is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this also says, if you're curious, it says control and security. Back of the deck energy is the Page of Wands or the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. Now, what I am getting overall with this message is how to. Now, some of you could be, I'm not going to rule out this possibility. I do think that there is a possibility for some of you, excuse me, that you guys may or may not be struggling financially. Now, what I really do think what this message is really implying is your mindset and your belief within yourself. Okay? There is a need to shift your emotional, how do I explain this? Like the way you see or perceive yourself. You may be stuck. You may have like this mindset of it can't happen, it won't happen. It's just not for me, but it's for other people kind of mindset. There's just like this lack of confidence within yourself with that Five of Pentacles that I'm getting. There's just the message I feel like with this pile is a need to shift the way, to work on your self-esteem. Okay? You may even be isolating yourself at this time. You could be dealing with some hardships. Okay? So, take that in consideration too. So you could be going through these things, but you're being told to foster a new belief system that you know that you can be resourceful, that it is possible to be more stable and secure within yourself, okay? And to take a leap of faith that possibility is possible for you. And I feel like this is kind of like, it creates this domino effect, I feel like, going from you reading the cards from left to right. Oops. Sorry, trying to get more comfortable. Okay, so I feel like once you take that risk, which I feel like you're going to, because, the way the cards are reading, I'm reading the cards, these girls are walking towards this new beginning, this new risk, this new version of yourself that wants to emerge. Progress is going to pick up real fast, and you're going to see that momentum move and pick up fast. Now, with the Temperance, I do want to say that I find that interesting. She's got angel wings, and then you pick the angel. That's pretty interesting. But what I do want to say with the temperance here is there may be a possibility that you guys swing from one extreme to the other. And if you find yourself doing that, that is when you are out of alignment and you need to pull back, okay? Try to center yourself. Moderation is key here. Now, if, you know, for some of you, it may actually be in a physical sense where you need to moderate your spending. There is possibility for you to become more resourceful and feel stable and more secure financially once you find that way of spending, or, you know, say, finding that balance between spending and saving. Is this a need? Is this a want? Is this a want that I need to have right now, or is this something that I could put little by little on the side and buy in the future? You know what I'm saying? Apply the message as it fits. You may struggle with control, because I'm staring at this word control. Control may make you feel like secure, but it's a false sense of security that leaves you feeling unfulfilled. Okay? You can't control others, because if you're trying to control others, that is a form of manipulation, because you have to manipulate others in order for them to act or behave in a way that you want them to act in order to get the outcome that you desire. So, you know, that's how it works. So, I feel like with this, for some of you, it's going to be with your actual it's going to be literal and be with your actual finances. For others of you, it's a sense of belief system within yourself that causes low self-esteem and a false sense of security within yourself. And I feel like that this kind of goes with that Fool energy, with the need to discover that there are other possibilities, and enthusiastically moving forward with that. You know, be excited. Okay? So be excited about life, about the things that you enjoy, the things that you want to go after. Enthusiastic of understanding like it is possible to leave this mindset and create a better, healthier mindset. There is a need for balance. Balancing emotions and practicality. I feel like once you do this, it's going to lead to this 10 of Cups. Now, for some of you, I also feel like this 10 of Cups is also telling you or reminding you to show gratitude towards the things that you already have. Because you may be feeling at a loss right now with this 5 of Pentacles, like you don't have enough, it's not enough, it'll never be enough, it's like a domino effect, like I said earlier with the way that when I was explaining, the term kind of affects with the way your thoughts roll. Like one thought creates the next thought, creates the next thought, that creates the next thought, and your thoughts create emotions that attach to those thoughts, and then it builds up. And I'm seeing like a snowball, getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it rolls. So why not change that mindset into a more positive mindset and start noticing, gratitude would definitely shift you out of this. Okay. All right, so let's get some more information on what your higher self wants you to know. Spirit, what does Pile choose higher self want them to know at this time? I'm hearing that already. Gotta have faith. I have no idea where I got that from. It's from something. But it's like you gotta say it like that. Just like that. I feel like you gotta have faith in yourself, that you're capable of overcoming this. You're capable of being resourceful. You're capable of having a higher self-esteem and seeing yourself in a higher light. These things are capable. You may feel like they're not at this moment, but it is possible. Gratitude will definitely help shift you out of that mindset, or at least it's a good start. Pile 2. What does their higher self want to communicate with them at this time? Where'd that go? Oh, wow. That was super far. Interesting. We have card number 14. A difficult path is being revealed. I'm so sorry about the glare, guys. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. Okay, so like I said, some of you could, that does add up to a 5. In an individual sense with the numbers, 1 and 4. 1 is in yourself, and 4, stability. Your home. For some of you, I'm thinking of the 4th house, which would be family. So maybe even relying on family or asking for family for help. Even showing gratitude towards your family. If for some of you, I mean that's not going to apply for everybody, of course. But I don't know. I just feel like ask for help. You did pick the angel. So you may, this could also apply to asking them for help, asking them for guidance and giving you the directions that you need to overcome this situation that you're dealing with. Interesting. We have card number 35. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. What other messages do we use this pile to higher self? You guys, your higher self's like, yeah, spit it out. Alright, so we have card number 19. If I can enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. Okay, so there's a need to so there is a self-esteem topic here. All right, you may not be valuing yourself. You may not feel like you're worthy of whatever it is that you don't feel like you're worthy of. For some of you, it's going to be money. For some of you, it's it could be emotional fulfillment. But you are capable. Everything is possible. With the Fool, the Fool knows that anything is possible and every day is an opportunity. Okay? This is majorly, I feel like this is a major impact. This is impacting you in a major way, and this transformation is going to take place in one way or another for you with 2 major arcanas here. Take that into consideration. Ooh, interesting. We have card number 40, and it says, you are caught up in drama. Act to free yourself, change, and blossom again. Don't be afraid to change the way you perceive something, or emotionally. Okay, so this talks about creative endeavors, but it's also talking about getting in tune with your emotional self and understanding, so you may need to understand your emotions a little bit better. Why do you have this belief system? Why do you feel like this is not possible for you? All right, so let's dive a little bit more deeper. Let's see what else wants to come through for you. I really feel like this is a self-esteem issue, though. And you may have a tendency to see things in a black and white. Because I'm going back in my mind that message with the temperance, with the extremes, right? The pendulum swinging from one end to the other. Kind of that's what I'm seeing in my mind. So you may have a black or white way of seeing things and not realizing that there's an in-between, that there is possibility in between. But there also is a key to moderation, you know. So, like I said, you could use this in a practical sense where, you know, saving money and putting money on the side will lead you to a more, like, feeling more emotionally secure. You know, for some of you, it is emotional security. You feel secure and good within yourself when you have money. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel like a lot of us would agree with that. For others of you, this is just like a lack of confidence in yourself, and your higher self wants you to know that you're capable of achieving that emotional fulfillment. And so they're letting you know, like, yo, let's work on that so that you can stop being in this energy and start being in this more fun, loving energy that you desire. Okay? Because your higher self is here to tell you that they are living that life. They are living that fulfillment. And they're coming here to tell you that it's possible to help you get out of your funk. Alright? Now, if you are actually in a financial pinch, you may need to be resourceful. Okay? You may need to shift your perspective that you can be resourceful and you can figure this out. Okay? Alright. What other messages does Tile choose higher self? You know what's coming to my mind also is financial trauma. Believe it or not, that's actually a thing. I didn't know that until I learned that. And I was like, what? So, like, let's say you find yourself in a situation where, like, you know, for a long period of time, you struggled financially. And then, now all of a sudden, you get a bunch of, like, let's say you come across a bunch of money, and now, because you've been deprived of things, you know, like, let's say, you know, obviously there's things that you've been wanting to have or wanting to do and go out and experience, and that requires money, right? So, like, you know, you've been deprived of things and emotional fulfillment, and so you may either struggle with being over frugal, going from the extremes of being frugal to being overspending, you know, and then not, like, managing the money. You going from, like, to the point where you're like, oh my god, I can't spend this because, God forbid, you know, with that Four of Pentacles, normally it's a guy holding all his pentacles, right? Like, he's afraid to share the wealth and spend it because he's afraid that it's not going to come back. And then on the flip side, you may overspend and then not save anything, and then you're back at square one, right? So moderation is key to this whole situation that you're in. Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright, pile 2. What messages does your higher self want to communicate with you today? Thank you. We have meditation, card number 25. So your higher self wants you to start meditating more, getting more connected with yourself, your inner self. We do have card number 24 with lust. Okay. Alright, so if this has to do with, like, you know, a situation where you may have been ghosted or left or abandoned with that Five of Pentacles starting off with a read, due to, I don't want to be rude, but, you know, we do have Page of Cups as back of the deck energy, and that's, you know, that's a young energy. It's naive. It still hasn't learned everything and experienced everything that the Knight and the King and the Queen have, you know? So, you know, if you're feeling abandoned by somebody, know that's their loss, and accepting that, you know, like, And moving on, that there's other opportunities, there's other fish in the sea. Now, lust can also be temptation into, you know, wanting to overspend or wanting to, you know what I'm saying? Lust can go from like all different, you know, the temptation of like I said, like if you struggled with like financial trauma, you know, not having something for a long period of time. All right, we have, this is interesting. We have card number 32, self-worth. All right, so, you know, apply the message as it resonates for you, pile 2. But like I said, a part of this reading was talking about the way you perceive yourself, the way you you're not really feeling confident right now. And have faith in yourself that you can overcome this. You will. It's, you know, think of it as a phase. It's a funk. Life is like a roller coaster. There's ups and downs. And when you're down in the dumps, there's only one way out, and that is up. Okay? Alright, look at that. Look at that. Card number 39, success. I love that for you guys. Oh, look at that. And back of the deck energy is card number 47, individuality, which equals 11. Nice. So have faith that you are going to overcome these troubled times, this way of how you're perceiving yourself. It won't last forever. You have the ability to overcome this. Ask for spirit to help you and guide you to whatever it is you need. I feel like the gratitude will be the best thing for this pile, honestly. Alright, continuing on to the next deck. What messages does pile 2's higher self want to communicate? I love that you guys got that success card right after that. Self-worth. You know, someone may have even abandoned you and left you out in the cold, and you feel like, you know, like down in the dumps about it. And you will successfully overcome this. So, I'm just trying to... Alright, I haven't really used this deck very much, so I'm just curious to see what the meaning is about this card. So we have the universe. There we go. So I just want to see briefly what the message is, so then I can... But I'm kind of getting like with the imagery that you're able to create what you want in this lifetime. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna read it because it's funny, because you did pick the angel charm. This card asks you to fully trust that there is a plan for you and that you have the support of the unseen. There are forces at play much larger than you could imagine. Surrender to that which you cannot control and trust in the idea that Spirit is always orchestrating what is most needed. This card may come at a time when a cycle or trial is also coming to a close. Phrase any what-if questions in a positive way. What if this is going to be okay? What if this is exactly as it should be? Wait, what's the next? Where the heck is... Wait, is that the next... No, that's not even the next page. Where's the next page? Where's the... Oh, wait, 76. Okay, here we go. Wait, hold on. Sometimes we become paralyzed in the practical world because we are waiting for Spirit to show us the way. However, the universe co-creates with us. We must be empowered as humans in this dense reality to show up for what we want and trust that spirit will do the same. If you are someone who is always asking for signs, try to break from that and trust yourself as well. That's so funny. That like correlates with that line, like, because you gotta have faith. Faith in yourself. That's what I was saying. That you're the master weaver of your own experiences. Now, this person, if someone had left you on the code, this person could have helped you learn about your self-worth. Maybe they helped you recognize that you don't have self-worth, or you don't believe in yourself enough. And so they shook in you, like they shook in your original foundation because it was faulty. And so, like, have faith in yourself that you'll overcome this hardship. And have faith that you're going to be resourceful, whichever way that may be. Whether that's actually financially, or like resourceful emotionally, and understanding your emotions in a deeper sense, like going more within and understanding yourself in a deeper way. Before I continue shuffling, I just want to show you. You had self-worth here, or sorry, self-love. Alright, so I'm going to get some more cards. Alright. Ooh, dang. Interesting. Alright, so we have... That is interesting. You guys have the Seeker, and then you have Paradox. And, okay, let's get... Can I get one more, Spirit? What else does your higher self wish to communicate with you? Really? Just smack them all out of my hand, why don't you? Oh, that's too many. I just wanted one. Okay, so, Okay, well, I just wanted one, but we're just gonna go and take them because they kind of correlate with the other cards, the tarot that we had. So you have release, you know, the need to release. Ooh, and I like, you know, I don't really think too much when I put cards in certain places, but you'll be successful at releasing this. The frog spirits may be helping you with that. Alright, and then we have movement. I feel like that this, ooh, and then like there's that egg. Spirit is helping you to transform and rebirth yourself of this mindset or this way of seeing things. That is interesting. But the movement, what came to my mind with the movement is the Eight of Wands. There will be progress forward, moving forward. We have Get Wild. Okay, that definitely correlates with that Page of Cups. Like, yeah, that Page of Cups and that Page of Wands. You know, getting excited about life again. Getting excited about the things that bring emotional fulfillment to you. And then we have Manifest. Alright, so I do want to read the Seeker and the Paradox because I'm just curious as to what message will come through with those. So just give me a second so I can find it. Oh, wait, I found Paradox. Okay, well that was quick. Wait, what was... Where's some... Okay. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. That correlates with that that Temperance message. This card is a reminder that we can hold two extremes at the same time. Sometimes we focus on things, whether internal or external, and see them as one-sided. But to hold the paradox within us requires strength. To see our most... Wait, to see our most brilliant qualities and our most ugly. To acknowledge that they both live within us is a gateway to growth. Carl Jung said the paradox is one of our most valuable spiritual possessions. And for anyone who does shadow work, they know that this is to be true. This can be also difficult for many people. If we have been raised in a rigid environment where things are viewed as black and white, Guys, that's what I was saying earlier. Did you guys may struggle with black and white way of thinking? Okay, let me. I got excited there. It may be hard for us to accept our flaws, let alone love them. Sheesh. One of the best ways to slowly enter a relationship with our internal paradox is to remind ourselves that we did not create things within us. We inherited them. It does not define us, and yet we are responsible for it. To work more deeply with the paradox, you must witness yourself throughout the day. Identify what types of things you have more of, positive or negative. From there, find the polar extreme. For example, maybe you thought, I'm so fucking lazy. Acknowledge a couple things that makes that true. Then find the polar opposite. An example, hardworking, and acknowledge a few things or experiences that prove that you are hardworking. Okay, so what was the other card that I wanted to look at again? The Seeker. Alright, let me see if I can find it. Oh, found it. Yes! Alright. This isn't... Okay. The Seeker indicates a need for energy, movement, vitality, and excitement. The Seeker is childlike at heart and has faith that it at its core. The world is a beautiful place. As we grow older, it is easy to lose touch with our innocence and sense of wonder. We have responsibilities, stress, home, and work environments, external pressures, physical sensitivities, and dis-ease. In the end, we get locked into survival mentality and we don't know how to break free. The Seeker's message is one of reclamation. It is not so much about ridding yourself of the stress, but remembering your essence. Slowly nurture your sense of wonder to all that is around you. You may feel silly at first, but keep working on it to balance out the negative. Replace statements of what if everything goes wrong with what if everything is exactly as it should be. It's so funny because like the message is like kind of like balanced Seeker energy is one of empowerment, curiosity, and feeling confident to navigate both the external and internal worlds. If Seeker is out of balance, you may be a bit untethered. You may be pushing yourself on to the next thing, thinking that may be your cure. An unbalanced Seeker energy may also give their power away to others. As Seekers, we must remember that we are gathering experiences and wisdom for growth, not because we believe it as a prescription to fix our perceived issues. I told you gratitude is going to be your best friend here, and it's going to help you. And once you make that shit, I'm not trying to say the word shit, I'm trying to say shift, sorry. So once you make that leap of faith and take that, once you start taking those actions and having faith in yourself, you're going to see a lot of fast forward progression with that Eight of Wands. And the Temperance is a reminder that if you're swinging from one extreme to the other, that's when you're not balanced. And to find a center, there is a need to like the one card said in the description about balancing the practical, the physical, and your emotional, your internal world with your external world. Wow, this is really cool how this is like playing out for you guys. We do have nature as back of the deck energy, and that kind of looks like an acorn to me. Wait, is it an acorn? Pine cone. Sorry, I said acorn. I meant pine cone. And look at that, it's got wings too. It's got wings too. There's so many synchronicities here for you guys. It's not even funny. Okay. Sorry, I thought I saw something in the imagery, but I was tripping. I was tripping. Alright, so let's see what kind of lessons are you learning right now. Oh, look at that. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I mean, you do have success here twice. You will reach that emotional fulfillment. What other lessons is my pile 2? Alright, so we have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. What else is pile 2's higher self want them to know what lessons they're learning at this time? We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, have patience with yourself while you're learning about yourself. Okay, and wow, we got a pattern here. That's cool. All right, so we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I always like to say when people come into your life, they're either a lesson or a blessing. Let's be real. So is this friendship a blessing or a lesson? Are they helping you? Are they discouraging you? And if they're not on your corner, they are not there for you, thank them for the lesson and move on. Okay? If this is a friend that left you behind, thank them for the lesson. Does it suck? Yes, it does. But it could be worse. You could still be stuck with that mindset and then still becoming friends with other assholes like that asshole. You know? It's how you want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think it's kind of interesting that we got like this yellow, purple thing vibe going on. And it kind of gives me that black, white. Kind of like, I know these are not black and white. Okay? But like, it's giving me that vibe. So like these maybe reflect on your emotional ups and downs, your extremes. How does this black and white way of thinking affect you emotionally? What kind of pattern do you recognize within your own life that plays out, and how you can find moderation, find the middle ground, so that you can feel more secure within yourself. All right? And then back of the deck, we have pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. Guys, you got the pattern again. I mean, we back of the deck, like, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow. You know what's kind of interesting? I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking when I was looking at all the tarot cards, I kept focusing a lot on the yellow. Huh. You could be healing your solar plexus. There could be like your solar, but I don't know. I was just like, I got the yellow stars, and then you got the yellow here, and then there's not a whole lot of yellow here on this Eight of Wands card, but there is some yellow imagery. And then the yellow in her outfit, and the flower, and then that, and then all the yellow here, and then the yellow in her skirt, and in her shoes. Just yellow might be a lucky color for you. Yellow might be, there is a thing called color therapy. You might want to look into it. You might be like, whoa, what is that? Use your curiosity to help you. If you get curious about things, and go educate yourself. Go learn And you might learn things that might actually help you along your path and along your journey. You know? Get curious. Have fun. Life you're going to change so much throughout your life. And it's best to know yourself as much as you can, so when the next phase comes, you know how to best handle it in the best way you possibly can. Will you be perfect? No. There is no perfect. There is only the perfect is within the imperfection, and that is it. The imperfection is what's perfect. There is no perfect. There is no, oh, I wait till when everything's perfect. No, because you'll be waiting forever and ever and ever. Yeah, has anybody seen that movie, The Sandlot? Like the original Sandlot? Forever. Forever. I don't know, I just keep seeing his mouth. The scene where they like zoom in on his mouth and he's like, forever. Yeah. Alright, so what advice do we have, does Pile 2's higher self have for them? What advice, so we're going to finalize the reading with advice, of course, so like skipping ahead of myself. Okay, alright, what advice does Pile 2's higher self want to say? Oh, I'm hearing I love you. You may not really love yourself at this time, Pile 2. Car number 7. I almost said 7 because 1 plus 6 is 7. Dang, that glare though is like so real. Alright, car number 16. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. You know, if somebody left you out in the cold, fuck them. That's their loss. Fucking losers. Yeah, it just means that, you know, even, I mean, I would assume, like, if someone left you out in the cold, like, in a bogus-ass way, I would say fuck them, you know? You know, in most cases, I mean, we tend to phase out of friendships all the time, you know? Sometimes we switch schools, and sometimes we get different jobs, and we lose contact with people, and, that's just life. People come and go. People come and go. It's like like, I'm seeing like a rotation door, a revolving door. People come and go. People come and go. Some stay. You know? But, like, if somebody, like, leaves you out purposely, or they doing you bogus, if, like, you know, however this plays out for you, just know that that's it ain't a reflection of who you are. You didn't do nothing wrong. Alright, what advice does your higher self have for you, Pile 2? What advice does your higher self have for you? Okay. We have dragons. Slay them all. Card number 6. See, look at that, man. She's got all that going on with her, and she still ain't letting that stop her. You have this within you. You have this aspect within you. You just gotta see it within yourself. Alright? Card number 34, Voyage. You already have all the answers. I wonder if some of you are Life Path 7. Because there's a lot of 7s here going on. There's a lot of 7s. Alright, last one. Card number, oh, that's interesting. We got another pattern again. 7, 6, 7, 6. Interesting. Okay, so card number 42. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. Oh, look at that. We got that yellow again. All of these got yellow. I'm telling you, yellow is important. I would suggest looking into, okay, so some of you could be healing your solar plexus, chakra, and others review the colored yellow. Look into color therapy. Even look into like your zodiac sign. I feel like You might find that certain placements work well with certain colors. Do your research, of course, because I'm not an expert. But if whenever I know for sure the answer, I will give that to you. Alright? And then we have card number 14. I love this. Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. I love that. I love that for you guys. And she's got a yellow dress on. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's making her crown. If you wait for others to recognize what you have to offer, you're denying yourself. You're not, how do I want to say that? It's like you're not respecting yourself, because it's like you're waiting for someone else to see the value in you, and you're wasting your time when you could be emotionally fulfilled somewhere else and more happier and thriving more. It's kind of like this goldfish in this bowl. And the goldfish is yellow. I mean, it's a, I don't know, is that a goldfish? I don't know if that's specifically a goldfish, but it's a fish in a bowl, alright? And like, you know, he's stuck in this like little bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, you're meant to expand and be more. So, yeah. I love these supportive messages. Your higher self is just like, bro, snap out of it. Okay, well, this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope it resonates. Sending you all my love. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye. Hello, pile 3. For those of you that were drawn to the number 3 or this lovely little ghost. Technically it's not a charm, but we're using it as a charm. I don't know what these are called, but those things for the Crocs shoes. But anyways, gotta get creative, right? Alright, so we're gonna find out messages from your higher self. Alright, now I did pre-pull your tarot. My intentions was to speed things up along, but that really definitely did not really do much for the last 2 piles. I do want to say, however, your pile has got a lot of different mixed messages, so get comfortable, bro. Alright, so you guys did get an extra card. Alright, so we're gonna just start laying them out. We start off with the Empress, jeez, talk. Alright, we have the Knight of Swords, followed by the 10 of Cups, followed by the 2 of Pentacles, followed by the King of Pentacles, and last but not least, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, now, back of the deck energy is 7 of Cups. Don't those drinks look delicious? They look so delicious to me. Okay, so I want to put her to the side. You guys probably can't even see her. Not at all. Alright, that's okay. Now, like I said, I was getting mixed messages for this pile. I did get clarifications, but before I dive deep into the I want to say clarifications, but more on understanding, because I was like more on the Empress, more on, you know, whatever. Anyways, alright, so it's funny because while I was shuffling, the Empress card did like kind of came out, but like didn't come out. Like I saw her and I kind of put her back in because I felt like it wasn't a good shuffle. Shuffled a few more times and boom, she came flying out again as the first card again. And I was like, oh, well, okay, right? Why argue with Spirit, you know? Spirit's like, I said what I said, you know? Alright, so obviously starting off with the reading, I feel like that this is your energy. Now, don't click off when I say this message because this ain't going to resonate for everybody. And like I said, always use, like I always say, and I always will continue to say, use your discernment when watching general pick a card readings. That's why there's so many different types of messages. that come through, because there's multiple people going through different things in their lives. So different messages for different folks, right? There will be a general sense of a message, an overall general sense of the message that will apply to all of you, but how you individually take that in is definitely going to be different for all of you. All right, so some of you, I do see that some of you could be finding out news about you being pregnant. And if you are one of those people, congratulations. You're going to be a mom. You're going to be a dad. Yay. Okay. I mean, she is pregnant. The Empress does represent birth, right? But I mean, I feel like I said, you guys, you're pregnant. You're gonna hear this news. You're gonna be happy. There's gonna be things that you're gonna need to adapt to and change. You're gonna have to be a little bit flexible in your you're gonna there's just like a lot of like things that are going to, you need to balance within your physical and even in your finances as well. In that situation, when it comes to that situation, that definitely will help you be more secure. It would be to your benefit to step into this King of Pentacles energy to find more stability. And then with that Knight of Cups, there's I just feel like you're walking towards new opportunities and new beginnings and just like new endeavors. All right, with that, I mean, the Knight of Cups is in love with love, and you're just gonna be. I feel like you're gonna be very excited and happy about this. All right, now for getting that message out of the way, for others of you that do not find themselves in that situation, I really feel like that you are in a time period where you are in this energy of the Empress. You are attracting abundance, you're reaping abundance, your energy is full of abundance. Whether you're actually surrounded by lots of abundance, whatever that abundance means, we always say abundance, but then the first thing we tend to think of is wealth. But abundance can come in multiple shapes and forms. It could be abundance of health, an abundance of, and yeah, obviously, money, emotional fulfillment, abundance of joy, happiness. I mean, that's emotional fulfillment, right? So, I mean, I'm kind of like summing it up with like simple terms, but you're exuding beauty. You're exuding this, whether you believe in yourself or not. People are picking up on this in your energy. Now, like I said, you are in this Empress energy. And because you're in this Empress energy, you got options. And you got lots of options. I mean, we got 3 court cards here. So, I do want to say that you might find yourself during this time having multiple options in love. That don't mean that all of them are fit for you. Now, I can't stop looking at this Knight of Swords. Like, he's some one knight that's like rushing right rushing right in. Okay, so I do want to say we do have Taurus, the Libra energy here. We also have Pisces coming in twice in the reading, and Gemini. I mean, not surprised with the Gemini, because there is decisions that need to be made during this time. Obviously, you're going to be making decisions on these people that are coming towards you. Okay, now you will be juggling more than one person at some point. All right, so let's diving deeper more into the clarification. We had the 3 of Acorns, which is the 3 of Wands, clarifying the Empress. We got a 3 on top of a 3. I just realized that. I wonder if you are a life path 3. That would be interesting if you were. But nonetheless, Okay, so it says foresight and exploration. You're watching your manifestations come in. Like you're ready. Like you're just waiting for it. You're just waiting for it. Yeah, then we have the wheel, change and possibilities right on top of this Knight of Swords. So what I was getting with this was that I'm going too fast. This sword, I mean, that is the energy. I mean, shit, can you blame me? The Knight of Swords is a fast-paced energy. So, like, they rush in, they go in, and they just go, and they go in, and they know what they're going for. They, like, he's ready. He's got a sword, he's ready to fight. Like, what bitch? Anyways, I do feel like, in the combination with this ghost, I feel like someone from your past, like an ex, or an ex-fling, or someone, where things just didn't work out between you two for whatever reason, may be coming back. Alright? With the wheel in upright, there is a possibility that this person has matured or grown since the last time you've handled or dealt with this person. Just know that there's a possibility that this person there is for you coming back around because they've had some growth since they've last communicated with you, or it's just, you could also just be receiving a message from someone from your past. On the flip side, if you... Okay, so... Give me a second. It's because my brain is going to like 10 different places at once. Because also on the flip side, though, this could also be a message that, like, you created something, and now you're starting to see those manifestations come in. And, like, this can also be, like, a message of, like, with the wheel here, serendipitous, am I saying this word? Whatever. If you know what I'm trying to say, don't come for me. Just, just roll with it. You know what I'm trying to say. Serendipitous. Whatever, man. I'm not going to keep trying. Now, low-key, my head is still trying to say that word. But anyways, you're going to find yourself in circumstances or moments of things that are here. There's going to be new challenges that also come arrive. New beginnings. It is a turning point. It's a positive because it's upright. If this is a person, then they have changed, they have matured, they have grown, and they want to come in and tell you, maybe they've done you wrong in the past. They want to, like, resurrect that. Like, I'm sorry, whatever that may be. It's just... This also could be telling you that that adaptability is key to this. To whatever it is you're looking for. I think there could be confusion with the Seven of Cups as back of the deck energy. There could be some confusion, so many options, not knowing what to do, where to go, moving forward. Whether this is an option of partners or an option of, like, which direction do I go with this? If it's a creative endeavor, with the Empress bringing something into the world, something physical, It is about birthing something, your creation, your creating. Yeah, so... There is something coming in fast. These changes could be coming in fast, but they're positive changes. I mean, if you're having a family, if you're giving birth to, if you're finding out you're pregnant, of course these are positive changes. I mean, excuse me. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody is always positive when they find out that they're pregnant. But then you might find out later on that you are happy about it. Some of you are going to be happy about it. You know, to each their own, you know. But the thing is that these are positive changes that are going to be taking place, and they're going to come in hot and fast. Okay, with it being in the Knight of Swords. It could come in the form of communication, a letter. It can ease someone talking, someone coming back around. With it being a court card, it could also represent a person. Now, like I said, you guys could be feeling like a little confused. What do I do? What do I pick? With the Seven of Cups, you're not meant to like fully like take your time with deciding what cup to pick, basically. Not everything needs to be rushed. If someone is rushing you, then I would strongly suggest taking your time and sitting with that, because, you know, you ever heard of love bombing? I'm just saying. Don't know what it is? Look it up. I suggest you look it up if you don't know. Alright? But, another thing that comes to my mind, it could be shocking news. Again, like, you know, like, how many people, like, you know, normally when you see a ghost or, like, hear about ghosts or, like, you know, anything about ghosts, you know, you tend to, like let's be realistic. Not everybody's going to be, ghosts are not all, like, you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost, you know? So, like, I don't know, the first thing that came to my mind, because I'm looking at his face, like, oh, like, shocked. So you could be shocked about this. Something could be out of your hands. I mean, that makes sense with that wheel card here, because the wheel card reminds you that as much control as we think we may have over a situation or over people, the truth is we don't. And the only thing that is consistent is change itself. Alright? So we also had the Emperor clarifying the more on the Ten of Cups. We got the Emperor, and it says focus and stability. We do have the Emperor, and the Emperor showing up in your reading at the same time. Now, one of these people could be your divine match, and that's why you need to contemplate. Take your time when choosing, because you could choose the wrong cup. You could be lured into temptation if you move too fast. Okay, now another thing is that these, okay, for some, like, okay, going back with the concept of, like, you know, if you're pregnant, okay, same concept, like the message in order to receive this emotional fulfillment and engulf in this Ten of Cups, sorry, I'm just trying to move my stuff over. Okay. Focusing on stability, focusing on a solid foundation will lead you. You may be a type of person that needs that solid foundation within your relationships or within yourself in order to feel secure. And taking on responsibility, knowing that someone you're going to be responsible for someone else's, in general, just someone else, right? But, you know, I mean, because we're talking about a baby here. Now, for others of you, when this change occurs, you want to get, what will help you feel more secure and stable in yourself is focusing on your emotional fulfillment and what makes you happy. Okay? As I feel like that's going to drive you into the direction that you really are looking for. Alright? And then we had the Magician clarifying the Two of Pentacles, which it kind of just made me chuckle a little bit, because it's like, okay, so you're trying to juggle. The Two of Cups represents adaptability, juggling, making decisions, okay? And with it being in the Pentacles, it could be with finances, it can be within jobs, it could be within your physical space, okay? Just funny because the Magician clarifying that just tells me that you have the ability to find the stable within the waves. Like, you're able to ride the wave, and you'll figure it out. Like, you're resourceful and you have the willpower to create stability, okay? So if you feel a little nervous, like let's say you're nervous about being a mom or a dad, whatever, you know, being a parent, becoming a parent, you will figure it out. You will adapt, and you will not let that fear make you become unstable within yourself, because you have the ability, you are resourceful, you have the willpower to create that stability and that balance. I hope I'm making sense here. Alright, so then we had the King of Acorns over the King of Pentacles. Now, the first message that came to me with the King of Wands coming up as clarification of the King of Pentacles, it is, you could be dealing with a person with fire and earth combination in their chart, or like in their big three, sun, moon, rising, but that may not resonate for every one of you. Now, I did mention that we have Aries here, and then Leo energy. Okay, but anyways, so these could also be signs of these people if you're dealing with people coming in. Options. One second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I would say with this King of Wands, generally being optimistic about your capability, that you will find stability. It's also, you are also taking up a leadership role. So there is maturity here going on here. Very sense of maturity. It's kind of interesting that we have two knights, two kings. I'm curious if this, okay, for some of you, you may already be a parent, and now you're gonna find out you're having another child. Okay, now others of you could be first-time parents. Like I said, take the message as it resonates. Now, not everybody is having a kid, so don't freak out. Like I said, some of you could be having multiple options. Some of you are also, if it's not options, because it could be work options, and you could be presented with new changes in work, and you may be overwhelmed with the ideas or the amount of options that are taking place, and you may feel the urge to rush in, or you may be told to make a quick decision. And certain changes will occur, or certain events will take place that are going to make those changes happen. And I just feel like you guys are going to be trying to find a way to, like, in order for you to emotionally feel secure and feel good, there is a sense of need of stability. So, focusing on what makes you feel stabilized. And I feel like for a lot of you, it will be in a physical sense. So with finances, so starting a budget, start budgeting. You have the ability to do these things. You will overcome this. This won't be this is a phase, and you will see through it, basically. And that's what your higher self just wants to come and let you know, like, this is what's going on. And they're coming from a place where they've already did this, you know? It's your higher self. They've already, yeah, and so they're coming to give you some guidance and some information. All right, and then the last card was the Knight of Cups, was clarified by the Four of Acorns, comfort and community, which is Four of Wands. Why was I thinking that was something else before? Okay, so, I mean, success, comfort, and community. All right, so some of you are definitely going to be celebrating the new happy news. Now, others of you are going to, or like, I feel like that this will lead to following the advice that's given here within the reading as you apply it for yourself. This will lead to success, and you're on that direction of success. Okay. This is interesting. Like I said, I'm like bouncing around like everywhere because it's like multiple messages that I'm getting from different people. The back of the deck energy, sorry if the glare is kind of blocking it. We have the Shaman, which is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. All right, divine wisdom, spiritual power. Okay, like I said, this is also spiritual growth. Now, I did say maturity. There is a sense of maturity taking place, and you may be maybe even forced in a position where you need to be the mature one within the situation, or you're gonna be forced to. I don't like the idea of saying forced, but when that wheel happens, it's out of your control. And so that's where, like, sometimes you have to pull up your big boy and big girl pants and do what you need to do, right? The Emperor is about, you know, taking control, doing the responsible thing, not backing down from a challenge, facing them head on, you know? And this is going to come in pretty fast. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so, in my head, I was, I kind of wish I said it out loud, but, because I get messages through songs all the time. And I'm hearing a song by, what's her name? Cassie? An old song. I heard, this could be coming in fast, and I heard, bada boom, bada bang, da bang. You might look at me and think that I'm just a young girl, but I'm not just a young girl, baby. This is what I'm looking for. Sexy, independent, gotta spend this time, blah, blah. Okay, so what I was getting is like someone might be looking at you like you not, like, okay, so one of these options might be looking at you like you're easy prey. You know, I did mention love bombing, so one of these people, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's this air sign. Okay, if it's not that air sign particularly, it's their energy. They want to go, go, go. They want it fast. They want an answer fast. They want to move things along fast. And the reason why that is because they're trying to manipulate you into something. Now, there is someone that's more stable and secure, which is that King of Pentacles, but their energy is really slow paced because they understand that things develop over time. But they do have this fire energy within them, so don't get that twisted. Like, it don't mean like they're boring. It means like they know how to control that aspect of themselves because they've matured and learned about themselves. Like they know that they can't rush things, because rushing things leads to heartbreak, or leads to things that that are not fulfillment in the long run. Okay. And so, like, either you're in the process of learning these things, or if you've already learned these things, and then now that all these options are coming in, like, there's like I want to say that this might, like I said, this is a phase. So that I feel like some of you, this might be a test. If this, if you're not relating to the pregnancy news, okay, so like some of you might even not even know that you're pregnant at this time, and then find out this information. So keep that in mind. Some of you probably already know, and that's but nonetheless, I got, so what do I want to say? There's, you might be spiritually tested. Spirit might be throwing some people back in the works, just to see, like, they might circle back around, and to see if you like solidly learned that lesson. So okay, so let's get some oracle and get more deeper into like what this is about. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, we got so many major arcana. Your reading started off with a major arcana, and then you have the wheel, the emperor, and the magician, clarifying all of these, and then we got the number 3. The number 3 and 4 are significant here. So you could even be a life path 3 or a life path 4, for that matter. Don't have to be, but and if you're wondering what life path is, and you think it's interesting, or feel called to it, to understand it, that would be numerology. Yeah, that's a whole like thing to get into. It's fun, especially if you like numbers. Not everybody does, but then that's okay. But if you're into numbers, you might like it. Alright, let's get some more information on pile number 3. What does their higher self want them to know at this time? Messages from pile 3's higher self. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, we have card number 12, which adds to a 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. Alright, new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. Oh my god, I wonder if you guys have been seeing like number 333 or 33, or just the number 3 is significant to you. Maybe your birthday's maybe you're born on the 3rd month. Maybe you're born on the 3rd. Maybe you're born on the 30th. You could be seeing the number 3 a lot at this time. Things could happen to you in 3s. Apply the message to how it resonates for you, of course. But, yeah, maybe like certain ways of handling things ain't gonna work out for you moving forward. And that's where you're being called to do the responsible thing. The handling things in a responsible way. Maybe handling your feelings or other people's feelings in a responsible way with the 10 of Cups. Being, with the Emperor, I was saying, I said 10 of Cups because I was looking at the Emperor when I said that. So, I don't know, I just see you guys growing and maturing. And you probably don't see this coming about yourself. Or you may even be shocked that you even handle something differently because you're able to recognize something where you couldn't recognize that before. So you know what else came to my mind with this, with the Knight of Swords? It may not even be like a message coming from outside of yourself, but even like an idea or a thought that comes in and makes those significant changes, or helps you, you know, you're like, you have like a aha moment, you know what I'm saying, like an epiphany, a better understanding of something, and you're like, oh my god, and then because of that, you make those changes, and you make them fast, because you're realizing like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying. So then you end up kind of like move yourself more into this Ten of Cups energy, and then you may realize that there's certain things that you need to make. There's like little tweaks and things you need to change or adapt to, because of the changes that you're making. Does that, I hope that makes sense. But there is something that is clouding your judgment at this moment. So move slowly, take your time, okay? And then we have card number 38, which equals 11, which is a master number, okay? A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. Okay. So you're being guided and supported during these times of changes. Your spirits, your higher self is letting you know that you're not alone during these times of changes. I really wouldn't be surprised if some of you are pregnant or finding out you're pregnant. And I just feel like with the Hierophant. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay, I'm getting so many things at once. So bear with me as I try to like get it out, because it's just, if I don't get it out fast enough, I end up losing it. So what I was trying to say with the Hierophant, so it's spiritual growth, but this does signify, I would say, with the Empress, with the baby idea, like, your baby is connected to spirit, while it's developing inside of you, and your psychic abilities will definitely be more heightened during this time period as well. Now, another message that I was getting that's pretty interesting that I got like a little excited about was in the original depiction of the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Hierophant is, you normally see like two people coming to a priest for commitmentship, like marriage, right? That doesn't mean that it signifies, it can signify marriage, or two people coming, I don't know, like, you know how like you make like a contract, marriage is like basically forming a contract between two people, and what you do, most people would do this in the place of, in church, right? So, and then like what I got excited about was the Empress and the Emperor being here. So, if you're married, yeah, for sure. Definitely, if you're married, you for sure are going to find out the news, or already have, and your higher self is just letting you know that you're going to start. You'll be fine. You're gonna be fine. Don't, like, maybe you're feeling really anxious and like, freaking out, like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, you're just, don't worry. Like, you're not meant to have all the answers, but focusing on your stability will help you stabilize your emotions, will help you feel more emotionally secure. So I'm kind of repeating myself at this point. Sorry, guys. Pile 3, what other messages does my Pile 3's higher self have for them? Messages from Pile 3's higher self. Oh, that's a lot. Can I get, like, no more than 2? I was kind of going for just one more. Alright, there we go. Alright. We have card number 20. Nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. I did mention that some of you will, your intuition or your psychic abilities may heighten at this time, or maybe you may be going through a spiritual growth. There, like I said, maturity. There's a thing of maturity happening, taking place. So, yeah. Card number 35, which equals an 8. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important to you. Yeah, you could be getting lots of messages from Spirit. Alright, so we have card number 29, which equals 11. I would say be mindful of your thoughts and keep them positive, okay? Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. Yeah, like that dreamer of your, that version of yourself that dreams of, like, one second. Okay, my apologies. Sorry for the interruption. Now I forgot my train of thought. Sorry. So we're just gonna keep moving on because I'm already like kind of deep into this. I'm already not doing too well on time, and I still got like a couple more decks to go. So let's just move on. I feel like something might catch you off guard. Pile number 3. What does your higher self want to let you know? What messages does your higher self have for you? Pile 3. Pile 3. That song is coming back up in my head again. For some of you who have multiple options, that song "Goodies" is coming up but the one that I was singing earlier by Cassie, that song is "Goodies." It's coming in my head again. We have Fragments, card number 15. Okay. What other messages does Pile 3 have from their higher self? What does their higher self want them to know? What does Pile 3's higher self want them to know? Okay, hello. We have Belonging. Card number 41. What messages does Pile 3's higher self have for them? High Priestess of Air. What else was the message Pile 3's higher self want them to know? I got 2. Got an extra one. Okay, so we have Focus and Hope. Card number 17 and card number 27. And then we have, back at the deck, we have Message. That's funny. I'm hearing that song, Message in a Bottle. Message in a Bottle. Alright, so, yeah, definitely maybe some news is gonna come in that's gonna like, oh my god. I mean, for some of you, it's gonna be pregnancy, right? For others of you, I'm gonna, stop. I'm gonna try to stop bringing up the pregnancy news. But there's gonna be some significant news. It's gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I'm just getting like that kind of like vibe from his face. Something's gonna shock you. It's gonna shook at you to your core. Pile 3. Take note of your thoughts. I feel like Spirit is communicating with you. You may even be channeling information. But you're definitely receiving messages through your spiritual team and your higher self. They're trying to help you. You may even be feeling like with the Fragment and the 7 of Cups, like it's kind of giving me the same kind of vibe, like, but not exactly. It is, but it isn't. Like 7 of Cups is like you got all these options and you're like, oh my god, I don't know what I do. What do I do? Which one do I choose? I don't know, right? But then like Fragmented, it's like you got a piece of you over here and a piece of you over here and a piece of you over there, and you're just like kind of spread out thin, right? And that will explain a lot with that 2 of Pentacles, like you needing to adapt to your situation and slow down and start focusing on the physical. Like, that's going to help you recognize where you're spreading yourself too thin. Oh, crap. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Oops, that was off. Sorry. Anyways, let's move on. So what lessons is my... Wait, is that... Do I want to do the lessons? No, I don't want to do the lessons just yet. Alright, let's get some more information. What else does your pilot... What else does Pile 3's higher self want to communicate? We have Weaver. That's what I'm here. Oh, I think it's because it's the title. The title's called Dreamweaver. And it says Weaver. Dreamweaver. There could be messages within that song for you. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like with that song popping up in my head though, like you have the ability to create what you want, and you do have the magician. All right, so we also have the wilding, and we have the death. I mean, that's pretty interesting because we have the ghost. An old version of you could be dying off, which is why you're you're spiritually growing, you're maturing. An old version of yourself is dying because you're transitioning, you're maturing, and you're growing as an individual. We have strength. Alright, what else does Pound 3's higher self want them to communicate? I think your higher self wants to remind you how strong you are and that you're capable of overcoming this. It's pretty interesting that we got roots here in the imagery, getting connected with nature. Also, I mean, message did come through. Nature is calling you. Connecting to nature will be beneficial for you. But also, what I'm getting with this is your physical body. Getting in touch with your physical body, recognizing the cues that your body is trying to tell you. All right, and then we have transmute. Now, another thing with the physical body message is like our body keeps score. Our body keeps score, and recognize what it's telling you when you're around certain people. Okay, and then we have dare to dream, and I find that interesting with the. I feel like that kind of correlates with the Knight of Cups. And you'll find success when you follow your dreams, when you don't give up on your dreams. I want to look at some of the meaning of these cards because I don't really use this deck, like, not really ever. But I felt really drawn to it for this reading. So just give me a brief moment. Alright, so for the Weaver, I already found it. So the Weaver is the master of their destiny. This deck is named the Threads of Fate because one of us has thousands of threads that, when combined, weave the fabric of our life. We can braid, nurture, and sever any strand at any time, and in doing so, we are the Weaver. This card urges you to take inventory of all the threads active within your life at the moment. What needs to happen moving forward? Which ones need to grow stronger? Which ones need to be cut? What actions can you take to tend the threads of fate, of your fate? I mean, come on. Oh shit! I just realized that this is shit. Some of you could be going through a spiritual awakening, and you're I want to say for some of you, you're okay. So some of you are going through a spiritual awakening, a kundalini going through your kundalini awakening. Is that what it's called? But it's a snake eating itself. That's kundalini could be happening for you at this time. You could be just you could be tapping into a lot of things. Like, there could be a lot of things happening for you at this time because your psychic abilities are reawakening or opening up or expanding, depending on where you are in your phase of life, okay, and in your journey. And have you barely just have you repressed your spiritual gifts up until this point? Have you, or you're just retapping into them again? Or it could be a new spiritual psychic ability is emerging and taking place. And so the best message for you is to recognize how you're feeling, get in contact with your body, staying rooted within your physical body while these things are taking place. Just know that you'll overcome this if you're feeling chaotic and fragmented, and just like, slow down your pace and find your footing is what I'm getting. With the wilding, we have what? It says pulling the wilding card indicates a time to connect with the most primal parts of yourself. This may mean you need to detach a bit from people around you so you can hear the whispers of your deepest knowing without the influence of others. And that makes sense with that Seven of Cups. I did say to slow down and take things slow. So, alright, the wilding is raw, empowered, and independent. Many people are intimidated by them because they need little from others to prioritize radical freedom, which can be unsettling as most of society operates within unspoken expectations and contracts. That's where that shaman comes in with the contracts I mentioned. The wilding burns the contract and heads into the woods. You're meant to go out into the woods. You're going to get answers there. You're going to feel more grounded. Alright, wilding comes to us as an ally when we need to break free from the systems that limit us. The wilding within us remembers the time when we lived with the land, when we walked barefoot with when our lives were in alignment with the natural world. Wilding is a call for remembrance. A good way to invoke wilding is to dive deeper into our body and hear what it needs from us in our most primal level. Yes, I said what I said. Sorry, it's just that, like, I said what I said. I said that at the beginning of the reading with the Empress. Alright. A balanced wilding prioritizes freedom but remains grounded. They possess an instinct that may not make sense to others but never leads them astray. They are present to their own emotions and needs and will spend time on their personal development. An unbalanced wildling is a state of perpetual chaos. They are avoidant and often use external or a band-aid of their internal dis-ease, which often means they are constantly moving on to the next thing. What they move on to never ends, but being what they hoped for. Oh, I'm sorry. What they move on to never ends up being what they hoped for. Okay. Wow, that was confirmation if it wasn't. Like, come on. Alright. So, I do want to read what the transmute says. I do want to say that you guys, with that magician card, you guys do have the ability to transmute anything that is coming your way. Or that you will be dealing with. Okay, here's transmute. Oh, that's it? That's all that's... Oh, okay, wait, we're 31. Okay. I was like, wait, that's all? Wait, that message is kind of small. Alright, well, whatever. Within you lies the ability to take dense energy and turn it into light or a higher vibration. You can do this in response to constricting situations, difficult relationships, or blockages within your internal landscape. Sometimes we do not need to consciously work at the issue, but simply have the intention of doing so. This card is an invitation to identify what needs to shift and creating a sacred container for what you want to transmute. Alright, so now I feel like by reading these, like, I feel like this is like kind of bringing the whole message full circle. Okay. Well, I do feel like for some of you with the pregnancy message that will resonate for a small portion of you. But for the rest of you, this is about you birthing in a new version of yourself and you understanding yourself. You may even be so damn lost with the Seven of Cups here and disillusioned that you push yourself into this awakening. Yeah, you may even have manifested this awakening because you're so fed up with the bullshit that you've been dealing with and feeling drained and feeling so fragmented, so like just everywhere. I would strongly call back your power, pile 3 for sure. Call back the pieces of people that took away from you. So you could feel at whole again. One way of doing this would be, I would recommend to do this outside in the grass with no, or like in the dirt with on the ground with your bare feet. If that's not possible for you, you know, you could do this within your home. I've done this plenty of times. It's pretty interesting to say the least because you can actually feel a physical sensation, especially if you're tapped into your body pretty well, if you're a pretty physical person. But, oops, sorry if that was loud. But what I want to say is you put your left hand over your heart, your right hand over like the belly button area, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel some energy leave out of your like belly button area. It's kind of weird how to explain it, but I'm trying to remember who gave this information. Where did I get this? If you guys know who Guiding Echoes is, she is a tarot reader, but she also is like a psychic medium, and she helps you. She teaches others how to tap more into their psychic abilities and whatnot. And I remember one time she gave this like little tidbit. So this may be beneficial for you, and I highly recommend it for you guys. Pile 3. So I would, you close your eyes, you put your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your solar plexus. You take a deep breath, and you just say, I call back my power from anyone. I don't know. For some of you, if you guys believe you're star seeds, I would even call back my power from other dimensions and other beings and other places. Now, if you don't resonate with that, that's cool. That's fine. You could just say, I call back my power from all those who have taken or have who have taken back my power. Calling back. It's like calling your energy back, and you lovingly give back their energy, what is no longer yours, because we take in other people's energies and think it's our own sometimes. And you just say in your own words, I call back my power, I call back my energy, I call back the pieces of me that were taken from others, and I lovingly give back their energy back. What is not mine, I give it back. I know it's not mine, I do not want it. And you're gonna feel a physical shift, or like a physical, you're gonna feel something. It's hard to explain, but you're energetically gonna feel like something in that area, and you're gonna feel that literally leave your body, and then over time those pieces that people have taken from you are gonna come back to you. Now keep in mind that some of these people have been benefiting from you and your energy, so some of these people may come back from the past, which is why you got this ghost here. People from the past might come back. People you probably don't even talk to anymore at this point are gonna come back because they've been benefiting from your energy all this time, all these years, all this. That's why you're feeling so fragmented, because you've given so much of yourself away to other people. All right. Ooh, wow, pile 3. You guys are a mouthful, man. Alright, pile 3. What lessons are you learning that your higher self wants you to be aware of? We have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, so you're working through fears, internal blockages and fears, things that were projected onto you. Alright, so we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I mean, yeah, we did have that Two of Pentacles, the need to adapt and balance this, you know, yourself within your situation. We have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, I would say, like, if you're not feeling at peace, if you're not feeling content within yourself, then, like, that's a sign that, like, something is not, like, there's a sign that you're either giving too much of yourself in one area and you need to, you know, pull back, you know? I mean, I'm seeing that Two of Pentacles in my mind when I'm saying that. So, like, taking note when you go from one extreme to the other and figuring out how to get that balance within the, you know, between that, you know? What other lessons is Pile 3 learning? We have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Let's get one more. What else is Pile 3 learning at this time? Now, like I did say some of y'all could be having options in love, but these could also be, the court cards could represent anybody. They could be your children. They could be your family member. They could be any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Let's be real. So, you know, for some of you, you guys could be dealing, you've probably dealt with past hardships within friendships, or even for the last couple of years. You know, apply the message as it fits for you, but you definitely, it does, you know, show me that you've been having struggles with friendship at some point in your life, whether it's been your entire life, through your childhood, or within just the recent years, or just the recent months, whatever it may be. Yeah, so, you know, there may be an epiphany. You might learn that someone is not really on your side. And, you know, they could have been this whole time confusing you, you know. Alright. So then the last card we have is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, like, yeah, like with that, understanding the other person's perspective doesn't mean that, just because you understand doesn't mean you have to agree. It just shows that you understand where they're coming from and you understand why they did what they did or the choices that they made, but it doesn't mean that you have to tolerate it. It doesn't mean you have to, like, just because you empathize with somebody and you understand them, it doesn't mean that you have to tolerate and put up with them. You're not their mother. You're not, I mean, and not even your mother is supposed to, like, you know, to an extent, I would say, like, your mother should be, you know, when you're younger, set you up and, you know, always give you advice and guidance, but at the same time, like, you're responsible for you and your choices and stuff, and you are responsible to choose you first and your emotional needs. So if this person is not like, yeah, oh my god, like, well, they've been going through this, but, like, they treat you like shit because of it, and it's like, okay, well, I understand that you're going through something, but, like, I'm not the cause of that. I don't deserve this blunt end of your, you know, I'm not your emotional punching bag. I'm not your stress bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not your stress ball. Like, they need to figure out how to deal with their own ish. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, moving on. We have back of the deck energy, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Alright, and then we're going to finalize this reading, finally. Sorry, we're going way too, man, y'all are... Oh, man. I talk a lot, guys. You know, when I was little, my grandpa used to tell me this one song, and it's actually a real song. I thought he made it up, but it's actually a real song. It's a really, really old song. I forgot how old it is, actually. It's like 1930s, maybe. I have no idea. Don't quote on me. But he used to be like, you talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you worry me to death. And yeah, that's what the... that's what, like, basically the whole fucking song is about. You talk too much. It's so funny. But yeah, but I hope maybe, you know, whatever me talking so much about just helps you gain clarity or help understand, and it's not just for the sake of talking. Or maybe, you know, down the line, these things that I say will make sense to you. Or just, you know, provide some type of insight. Alright, so, okay. Your advice. Card number 17, Flower. Be honest with yourself. Card number 31, Universe. We're all just stardust. Alright. What other advice do we have for this pile 3's higher self have for pile 3? What advice does pile 3's higher self have? Ooh, look at that. We have card number 35, Shark. Swim away from this situation. So that could be a person or a situation. Alright, card number 45, Throne. Your potential is endless. You know what song's coming to my mind? It's by Queen Irby. What the heck is the title of that song? I don't even know what the title of that song is. It's with another dude. She sings it with another dude. But I'm hearing the line, I'm amazing, bitch, and I know it. I don't have to tell you shit, because I show it. Yeah. That's the line. Alright, and then card number 34, last but not least, you already have all the answers. You already know what to do, guys. Just, you know, follow that intuition. Follow your inner guidance. Alright, and then back of the deck energy. Beautiful. Card number 6, Dragons. Slay them all. I mean, that goes with the fears. Like, you know, that definitely ties in with those fears. You know, recognizing where those fears are coming or stemming from, why do you fear them, where they stem from, so that you can, you know, you can free yourself from those fears. Alright, well, this is what I have for you, pile 3. Let me know down below how it resonates, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye!